Hey, thanks for tuning in. You're watching Bourbon Battles. My name's Joe. Hey, we got a fun one for you today. It's a classic battle where I'm going to take two blind whiskeys. I'm not going to have any idea what I'm drinking. And I'm going to give you my opinions on them, and I'm going to pick a winner. You're going to know what I'm drinking. You're not going to know what order they're in. So stick with us to find out.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Okay, here we go. If this is your first time joining us for a classic blind battle, here's how it works. I'm going to go into this shelf over here, cabinet. I'm going to pick out one of these packets. There's a bunch of them in there. What we have in here is this. Two sample bottles that have whiskey in them and a sealed envelope that's the answer key. That's why I don't know what we're drinking. So I always have to remember to do these backwards so they're frontwards to you. So I'm going to grab my trusty Sobro Glencairn glasses. Sobro is one of my favorite liquor stores in South Broad Ripple in Indianapolis, Indiana. So let's dig into this, get them poured up. We're going to get them smelled up. We're going to get them graded up. And we're going to tell you who wins. So while we're doing that, I want to remind you that if you like and subscribe to the channel, hey, you can just comment already done and you get an entry. You get an entry to win one of these right here. You know what this is, Horsey's Blanton's. Yes, it's a 375, and you're also going to get one of the copper and tap shirts that say Kentucky Chew on them. Really cool. If you want an extra entry, share that to your social media, to this video, and we'll get you signed up for that. As soon as we hit 3,000 subscribers, we're going to pick a winner, and you're going to get that. How cool is that? Can't find that in the stores, so get one here. Here we go. Typically, these are married up in such a fashion that, you know, they're either high proof or they're wheated bourbons or something lent me to pair these two up, right? But I have no idea what they are. Pretty good nose on that. Let's nose them both first. Right off the bat, the nose on number 2 is better. Typically that decides the winner, but you never know. Let's get into these. Holy moly, that is fantastic. I can tell by looking at them. You know, it's hard to tell with the lighting in here. Number 1 does look lighter. What I'm drinking now. It's fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. I don't think it's very old. I do think it has a little age to it, and I get more of that from the nose than I do the palate. You know me, we don't do a ton of tasting notes on here, and there's a reason for that, right? Everybody tastes something different in whiskey, and I don't want to tell you to go try to find cardamom when it may not exist for you, but that's sweet, that's fruity. So easy to drink, and I'm going to say it's smooth, right? You can drink that, it's smooth, and for all you whiskey wise asses out there that say you can't say smooth, piss off. It's perfectly acceptable. When I said it, you knew what I meant. Number 2, and then nose, you get to those pencil shavings, right, which tends me to believe this has got some age on it. The finish on that is fantastic. Up front, that initial jolt to the palate shocked me a little bit. I do think this is higher. It's either higher proof or it drinks higher than number 1. Wow. It's different. A little more oak. But it's still got some of those sweetness and fruity qualities. Man, they're both excellent. I hope they're not unicorns because I want to be able to get more of them. This is really hard to pick, but I'm going to pick. I'm going to say it's better but close. That means I'm flipping a coin. I got to pick, so I'm going to pick number 1. And by just the thinnest of margins, I think on any given day I could flip-flop and go back and forth between them. Number 2 is not quite as smooth. It's got a little more bite to it. And a lot of days I prefer that. So honestly, I think if I did these blind 10 times, it may be 5-5. So these are excellent. I hope these are easy to get. Let's dig into them and see what they are. I'm going to grab the bottles. Okay, you guys knew what I was drinking. This is really interesting. I'm really in love with this white port finish from Chattanooga whiskey. What's funny to me, okay, so I picked number 1, which is the Isaac Bowman, right? Isaac Bowman is very interesting. Let's just go through the bottle here. It's a Pioneer Spirit, straight bourbon whiskey finished in port barrels. It's 92 proof. So I was right. It's not real high proof. I did not get that it's finished, but that's where the sweetness came from. So that all makes sense. I'm trying to see. So we know some of the John J. Bowman is made by probably Buffalo Trace and sent over there. I don't know if it's true on this or not. It just says produced by A. Smith Bowman Distillery in Fredericksburg, Virginia. Produced by and distilled by is a bunch of shenanigans, so it's hard to tell, and I don't really care. This is excellent, excellent, excellent. If you'd have asked me before who I thought was going to win this, I'd have said hands down the Chattanooga. But what's interesting about this one, right? This is interesting to know. It's not like I'm saying this is bad and this is good. Rewind and go back and look. I said these are both excellent. It's a flip of a coin, and I could pick a different one on different days. So yeah, this is good. Wow. So now the Chattanooga, right? Chattanooga sent this to me. Thank you very much, Chattanooga. Love working with those guys. Gotten to know the local sales rep here. Good people, good whiskey, a lot of fun. It's the white port cask finished. It's a blend of 7 different mash bills. It's over 5 years old, and it's 95 proof. So I picked up on it being a little higher proof than that. That kind of surprised me a little bit. It's a small batch product. It's excellent. It's excellent. I don't know where those pencil shavings came from the age. This isn't the first video I filmed today, so who knows? Who cares? It's excellent. It's a bit of a unicorn, I'm afraid. They didn't make a whole lot of it. But what's funny to me is I kept seeing this on the shelf at Total Wine in Avon, Indiana. People weren't grabbing it up. I'm so surprised by that. Guys, if you see one of those, grab it up. Neither one of these are super expensive whiskeys. They're both fantastic. Highly recommend them. Highly recommend, the John J. Bowman. If you get your hands on that, I think you pretty much have to be out in Virginia. But, it's basically the same stuff as this right here. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share and all that stuff. If you've already have, just comment and tell me you did it. So we can get you one of those sent out to you. We're going to rapidly come up on 3,000 subscribers. That's pretty cool stuff, guys. So check out all the line of Chattanooga, right? We're going to have Blake from Chattanooga Whiskey down here real soon, right here in the studio going through his stuff. So we're happy to have that. Blake, if you're watching, let's get that on the books and stop talking about it. So, hey, let me know in the comments what you want to see in a blind battle, and we'll get it over there in the drawer, and who knows, it could be picked next. So, hey, my name is Joe, and I remind you, drinking bourbon is supposed to be fun. Do it with your friends. Do it responsibly. Whatever you do, don't drink and drive. Cheers.
If you drink, don't drive. Do the watermelon crawl.